how you all doing? Welcome to my channel, Judo. Oh, such a depressing day today. Proper rainy. Get me to Mexico. Just booked our Airbnb last night, so say Valita. So anyone that has been there, any recommendations, that would be fantastic. Okay, so this video is going to be for someone who is about to train or has maybe got a competition, just a quick mobility sequence, just to loosen you up and make sure you don't injure yourself before you train or compete. So we're going to start off with some neck mobility. Clyde! So some neck mobility to start with. So we're just going to do some neck rotations. So we're just going to bring our chin to our chest and then bring it all the way around, slowly, slowly, gently, gently. We're just going to do 4 one way and then 4 the other way. So really try to get as much range in that neck as possible, but do it nice and slowly. You don't want to pull anything, so really control it all the way around. Good. Bring your chin all the way down, all the way around. So once you've done about 4 each side, we're going to move on. So this time we're going to bring our ear to our right shoulder, and I want you to think about lifting your ear up to the sky. And then you can place your right hand on your left ear, just to gently, I don't want you to push down, but just gently give a bit more of a stretch here in your neck. So just hold that. Deep breaths here. And then slowly come out of it, and then we're going to do the other side. So your right ear comes to the sky, your left ear comes to your shoulder, your left shoulder. And you're just going to bring that down, really reaching up with that ear. And then again, left hand comes to your head, and then slightly pull down. And when you do this, when you think about bringing your shoulders back and down at the same time, to get a bit more of a stretch there in your neck. So I really want to focus on body parts that you're going to really be using when you're training and when you're competing. So basically your full body. Grappler's life, you know, you do use a lot of joints, if that makes sense. Anyway, okay, so we're going to do kind of like a cat-cow now. So hands on your knees, and or you can also sit like this if it's more comfortable. I find it more comfortable on my knees. So here, hands on your knees, and you're going to push your chest down. You're going to bring your hip, your rib cage to your right hand side, and then you're going to bring it back, and then you're going to arch your back as much as you can, bringing your shoulders forward. Then you're going to move to your left side, but keeping that arch, and then keeping to the left side, you're going to bring your chest out again. So it's like if you've done a cat-cow before, it's like that, but seated up. So we're going to move our kind of rib cage to the right hand side, pushing our hips out. Then we're going to bring our hips in. Then you're going to come to the left side, keeping your hips out. Come to the left side, forwards, bringing your chest up. So it's kind of like a circular motion. Okay, so I want it to look like this, more of a fluid motion. So we'll go through again. So starting upright, so chest comes out, you come to the right, arch your back, make a nice round back, pushing your shoulders forward, hips come in, then you come to your left side, the chest comes up out of the middle. Okay, so we're just going to do about 4 of these, going the one way. So really rounding your back at the back, and then when you come forwards, you're really pushing your chest out, hips come out. So really waking up that spine. And then we're going to rotate the other way. Okay, so you're coming, so chest comes out to the left, hips come in, shoulders go forwards to the back, and then chest comes out again to your right hand side, and then making kind of circular motions when you do this. Okay, so one kind of fluid motion, and it should be a circular kind of rotation with the hips. Amazing. Okay, so this time we're going to go into eagle arm. So I want your right hand underneath your left hand. You're going to bring your arms out in front, and here we're going to really push our shoulders forward, so we're really feeling that stretch in our shoulders. You're going to bring your left hand down to your left side, and you're going to turn your neck, so your right ear is on your right shoulder, and we're just going to hold this. Make sure you're keeping your shoulders up, don't let them drop. You want to keep that stretch on. And we're just going to hold this, so we're kind of stretching out our neck and our shoulders at the same time. This is one of my favourite ones. So a couple of breaths here, holding this. And then we're going to switch the other side. So left hand comes underneath, and then we're going to switch, so our right hand comes to the side, and then our left ear comes to our left shoulder. Keeping your elbows up. We're going to hold that there. A couple of breaths. Keeping those elbows up, don't let them drop. And then relax, just shrug it off. So circular motions with your shoulders. Okay, now we're going to come into a 4-point hold. Okay, so with your right hand, you're going to bring your shoulder to the floor, look up to the ceiling, push with your left hand, and then twist around. So bring it in, shoulder to the floor if you can, and then lift up. So we're just going to do that, let's do that 6 times. Really twist around as much as you can, looking up, and then bringing that arm right round. So once you've done 6, we're going to swap sides. So now we're going to do our left side. So our left hand pops through. Oh, this fire is so hot, Christ. I feel like I'm burning my face. Whew. So bringing that left shoulder to the floor this time, looking up to the ceiling, twisting round. So let's inhale here, and then exhale when you pop your hand through. So inhale, and exhale, pop your hand through. So do 6 of these. That's about 6, and then just go into child pose. So in child pose, you're just going to reach your fingers forward, stretching out your shoulders and on your back, and then just come up and tend your fingers. You're just going to look to the left, bring that shoulder to the floor. Inhale here, and then bringing your left shoulder to the floor. Amazing. Deep breaths here. And then back in child pose. And then we're going to get back into a tabletop position. And then from here, just put the trousers out, we're just going to hop into a squat position. And then we're going to sit on to our bums. And we're just going to bring our hips side to side. So front on, just windshield your knees side to side. Perfect. Okay, so from here, we're going to go into a 90-90 position. I want you to lean forwards, pause for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then up, and then again, down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Making sure your knees are at 90-90 when you're in this position, and then again, going down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to swap sides. So the same thing, so 90-90, foot parallel in front, just going to lean forward, stretching out that glute, keeping that 3, 2, 1, and then up, and then back down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that we go last time here now. Holding it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then just windshield your hips out again. Yeah, just a couple each side. Amazing. So this time, we're going to come onto our fronts. Arm out to the side, so left hand comes out to the side. Bring your right foot to your left hand. We're just going to hold this position. So really stretching out our shoulder and our chest, which is really important as a grappler because your shoulders can get proper mangled. So this one is a really good one. So we're just going to hold this. You can rock side to side in it if you're quite comfortable here. I like to rock side to side just to get a bit more range here. But if you haven't got much range here, then just just stay as, even if you're just like this and you can't bring your foot round and you're like this, that's fine. Just do what you can. So holding it here. Okay, deep breath here. And then we're going to do the other side. So right hand comes out and bring in that left foot to your right hand. We're just going to hold that again, really stretching out that shoulder joint and your chest. Take a deep breath. Couple more here. Take a deep breath here, inhale, exhale, come back to your front. Go into a tabletop position. And then we're going to bring our right foot in between our hands. We're going to come into a lunge. And then we're going to bring our hips forward and then sit back. So hips forward and then sit back. So stretching out our hip flexors and our hamstrings. Again, going into some throws, you really need to make sure that your hips and your hamstrings are pretty loose, because say if you're doing something like Uchimata, when you're bringing your leg up nice and high, you're not going to be able to get that height in your leg if you've got really tight hips. So this one is a really good one, just to loosen off your hips a bit and your hamstrings. Okay, so we're just going to do about 8 each side on this one. So once you've done 8, you're going to switch sides. So you're going to bring your left foot forward this time, so hips come forward and then sit back. Hips come forward and then sit back. Again, so 8 reps. Really stretch out those hips when you come forward, and then leg comes straight, you're feeling it here. So when you're forward, you feel it in your hip flexor on your right. When you come back, you feel it in your hamstrings. Okay, I've lost counts. But yeah, at home, please, if you're doing this, do it 8 each side. Okay, so this time, we're going to come on to our bums. And then we're just going to rock back. So make sure you've got space for this one. And then we're going to touch our toes behind our head. We're going to walk our legs to the left. We're going to walk our legs to the right. And then we're going to come forwards. And then we're going to straddle our legs. So yeah, you do need a bit of space for this one. Okay, so rock backwards. Don't worry if you can't bring your feet to your head. Just go as much as you can. Obviously, if you especially do Jiu-jitsu and your groundwork, you're going to be in this position a lot of the time. So being comfortable in this position is really important. So you're going to go to your left, to your right, come down, straddle your legs. Okay, we're going to do this 5 times. So come to your left, walk your feet to your right, back to the middle, straddle, lean forwards. And again, walk into your left, walk into your right, back to the middle, and straddle. Lean forwards as much as you can. And again, so feet to your head, walk it to the right, walk it to your left, and straddle. I said 5, I think this is the 5th one. Again, I've lost count, but it doesn't matter if you do more, The more the better, as they say. And then straddle. Oh, I've not got much room here. I'm just gonna hold it there. Take a deep breath. And slowly come up. Again, windshield your hips. And then we're just gonna finish off with one more pose. So here, just want you to go back into a hero pose. So knees on the floor, you can bring your knees out wide. You can just hold it like this, that's fine. If you don't feel much of a stretch here, then you can come all the way down. So really stretching out our hips and our quads in this one. If you feel like you know, you need more of a stretch, you can bring your knees together, a bit more of a quad stretch. If not, just leave them out to the side. And then just relax here. So we're just gonna hold this for, I don't know, about a minute, 30 seconds a minute. Again, if this is uncomfortable, please just sit up and just do this so you can control it. You can control the stretch a bit more. Okay, so let's just stay here. Remember to breathe. Honestly, this fire is so hot, I can't get over it. Whew. Funny story though. So my boyfriend was just drying his gloves the other day, like snowboarding gloves, and he put the chair quite close to this to dry it out because they were wet, and they melted his $100 pair of gloves. Yeah, very sad, very sad. So top tip, don't leave gloves close to a hot place, they will melt. Right, that's it guys, slowly come out of that stretch and then come onto your bottoms, and then again, just last windshield, loosen off those hips, and that is that. And there we go, that's the end of the mobility sequence. So like I said at the beginning of the video, this mobility sequence is great for just before you're going to train or compete. It's just going to help limber up your joints to decrease the chances of you getting injured, which we do not want. So if you think this is beneficial and you want to see more of these videos, please hit subscribe, like, comment, share the love, and I would love you forever. Have a lovely day and stay tuned for more weekly videos like this. Bye!